Hey guys, so hopefully you got your pattern and you're ready to start. I know I am. I've already started cutting out the pattern. So let me show you a few tips to help you get started on the cutting out part. So here we have it. I just laid it out on the floor so that we have plenty of room. And this is the skirt. It's the number 5. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at your lines over here. Well, on all the pattern pieces, and decide what size you are. I decided that I'm going to be an 8, so I've been cutting on that line. You can see that I've already shorted that part off, and you have all this. And one thing that I'm going to go back and do is see the little triangles. You're going to want to cut those in, because those are going to help you with markers later on in the future. And there's some up here, and it has the number by it. So you just want to cut out your number. And then at the bottom, I didn't really cut along the line. I cut a little longer just because I'm tall, so I didn't want to cut it too close. And I've stopped there. But if you guys just want to cut yours out, that would be great. And cut them all out. There's 1 through 5. And then we'll get started on pinning it onto the fabric. And we'll go from there. So let's do this, guys. Hey guys, okay, so now that we've got all of our patterns cut out, next we're gonna iron the pattern. Now I know that kind of sounds weird because it's like, okay, this papery stuff, we're gonna iron it, what? Well, you see like all the bends and the wrinkles in it and just everything. We're gonna press that down so that when we put it on our fabric and we pin it to our fabric, it'll be flat and nice, and we won't mess up our fabric, because we can fix the pattern right now, but we won't be able to fix the fabric once we cut it. So right now I have my iron. It's already heated up, but I have it set, I don't know if you can see that, on silk, in the middle of silk and synthetic, so it's really, really light, and we're just gonna iron it. So let me see, make sure it's not too hot. But I'm just going to press it down. You don't want it too high or it will melt the pattern and then we'll be in trouble. And your iron probably won't like that. So I'm just going to do this to all of them. And if you guys want to do that too, and then we'll meet back here. Okay guys, are you ready for the next step? Hopefully you are. Alright, so I have laid out my fabric. I'm going to do this a little differently. I don't know if you guys are going to do the same as me. If you are, great. If you're not, hopefully I can explain it so that I can help you still. So, we're going to look right here at the instructions. And they, I believe, have the best cutting layouts. If you just go on the front page, it has the cutting layouts and how you should lay out the pattern on the fabric. And I always think this is the best. So, if you look at it, this one has a single thickness, so that's only 1 layer of your fabric. But I like to do 2, because most of the time you're going to be cutting out 2 anyways. So that's what this one is, the one right below it. But you're going to need both of those anyways. Or, depending on how wide your fabric is, there's another section that you can look at. So if you want to just look at those will probably be less complicated. And then we'll do interfacing and the lining. But for right now, this is my fabric and this is what I've done. I've just laid mine out. It's 2-sided. So I have it like that. And it's laying on top of each other. My fabric is silk, so it's going to be a little harder to work with. It's going to take me a little longer because getting a straight line with silk is hard. I'm gonna have to pin a lot. So if you guys have silk, just hang in there. It might be a little hard, but it'll turn out wonderful. So I have my pattern laying on here. I'm gonna cut this out, and if you look on the pattern, it tells you how many you need to cut out. So this is for the skirt, front and back, and I have to cut out 3. At the moment, I'm not really sure why, but that's what it asked for, so that's what I'm going to do. And so I'll cut this out right here, and then I'll put it over there, and I'll cut another one out. I will pin this down. That is very crucial, so that I get the right size and everything works out nicely. And then we'll go to my black fabric and do everything else, because I'm doing 2 different fabrics, not just one like the instructions say. So if that's what you're doing, great. If you're not, I would follow the instructions and lay it out like that. I will go back and show you how I'm going to do the black fabric and lay out the other pieces. But as for right now, this is my skirt and this is how it's going to be laid out. So I'm going to pin this and cut it out, and then we'll go back and look at the black one. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye. Hey guys, so now that we have the skirt pinned down, hopefully you do. So this is mine. This is my cute little pins. In some places you might want to pin them close together, other places maybe not. It's your preference, whatever you want to do. So now I'm going to cut mine out, and then I'll go back and do the little pieces. I just wanted to let you guys know that I know this can be a little like scary, or like, oh no, I'm cutting the fabric. But be confident, and I know you guys can do this, and this will be fun. And I mean, if you mess up, make something else out of the fabric. It'll be fine. I've only messed up a couple times, but I found ways to fix it, so I'm sure you guys will do great. And so yeah, here we go, cutting out the flowers. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so how was that? Easy? Hard? Let me know. Here's mine. I still have the pattern pinned on, because I'm going to show you something right now. So, remember those little triangles that I had you guys cut out? That one I actually forgot to cut out. Oh well. But, let me take the pin out so you guys can see it. So there it is. So I'm going to take my marker, and this is a fabric marking pen. So it will be removed in the washing machine, which is awesome. But what I'm going to do is, that is my number 8. So what I'm going to go to the wrong side of the fabric. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Pull. They're like attached to each other. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So, my fabric's kind of hard to tell that it's the wrong side, but it is. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get that triangle, which is right here, and I'm going to mark a triangle on my fabric on the wrong side. I'm going to do that on both sides of my fabric. So, sorry, I'm going to go, if I can get it on the wrong side. They just want to stick together, don't they? Okay, here we go. So that one is right there, so I'm going to do that right there. I'm going to mark it. Because I'm on carpet, it's kind of hard. It's marking. It's hard for you guys to see. But hopefully you guys get the idea. I know that was a little rough. But if you have any questions, just ask me. Or, I mean, look at the instructions. The instructions are awesome too. So let me know. And next I'm going to put my fabric down and put the pattern on top of the black fabric. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. Oh, and I'm also going to cut out the other skirt, because you're supposed to have 3. So if you guys want to do that right now too, that would be great. Okay? See you in a minute. So I have my pattern put onto my black fabric, and I just want to show it to you guys so you know what to do. This is what I have. I have pattern pieces 1 through 4, because I'm not doing my skirt on this fabric. I did it on that flower fabric. And you want to make sure that all of these lines are all going the same way. And you want it to go with the grain of the fabric. Now this is going to be really hard to explain with just a camera, but if you pull it and it's not very stretchy, or you can just see the selvage, and you know that that's with the grain, and then just pull it the other way and it's a little more stretchy
and that's not what we want. So just make sure you do it that way. And then another thing you want to look at is on each of the pieces of fabric, it tells you how many to cut out. So for number 1, you want to cut 2 of the fabric, and then we will cut 2 of the lining. Whereas for number 2, we're going to do the same thing. 2 of the fabric, 2 of the lining. Number 3, it's going to be 1 of the fabric, 1 of interfacing, and 1 of lining. But my lining is actually going to be the same fabric, so I'm cutting 2 out for it already. And then for number 4, it's going to be 2 fabric, 2 interfacing, and 2 of lining. So I'll have to cut out another one of that one. So yeah, now I'm just going to cut it out and we'll get started sewing. Bye! Okay guys, now it is time for the interfacing. Now I got my interfacing at a fabric store, and I'm sure you can get it at a fabric store, craft store, possibly even Walmart. Anywhere that sells fabric should have it. Now, this piece, number 3, you only need 1, but I'm going to cut out 2 just because I have it folded. And number 4 needs 2, so I don't want to have to lay it again. So if you guys want to cut those out, and then it'll be time to start sewing. So good luck. I'll see you next time.